Let's see. Okay, we are live. We are live. Welcome back. This is Jason, and you're in this crazy The Three Marketers and Friends live show where I don't know, this is like number 5, 6. I have no idea, but I believe we're halfway through. I'm so glad that we are halfway through because I didn't imagine the coordination to be this interesting. Okay, despite a little bit hiccups in the first two lives, I think so far we are having fun at the moment. And now we are at the very specific and interesting topic, which is we talk about personal branding. And we have a very special guest here, Gerra from Singapore. Now, I want to share a bit about how I met Gerra. Gerra came into my universe by joining my 6-day challenge. She came in and, I sounded like this girl, wow, very powerful, and look good though, and what she does, and dig out a little bit, and eventually she went through the thing and she joined into my inner circle, and we got to know each other better, and we realized that she has got a very interesting offer. She has got a very interesting trait, so-called expertise that is going to impact a lot of people if we know how to actually, tap on her expertise. So there's a reason why in this Three Marketer show, I immediately look at Gerra, you must come, because there's a topic that I believe a lot of people needs to learn. Okay, but before we dig deeper into whatever Gerra has in store for us, right? Gerra, share with us, what did you do in the past and what do you do right now?
Okay, so in the past, right, I was offering more of a done-for-you service, and in terms of appearance-wise, so I would say, right, very specifically beauty for business women. And then right now, right, I feel like, I did not expand into what I'm doing now in personal branding because of COVID, but because before COVID happened, I really decided that some things have to change, like for my own direction as well. So then after I realized people around me are really unsure of what to do with themselves, even though they tell me they have a side business or they are selling this, they're selling that. But all over, right, is I keep seeing like people are either hard selling or, selling and no one is bothering to like listen or, they just don't want to buy, either they go about it wrongly or it's not appealing enough, that kind of things. So then I decided to come up with this so-called offer, right, to help more business owners, because when they grow, I grow, and it's like a co-support thing, and it is actually an expansion on top of what I have done before, like a done-for-you service. Yeah.
So when it comes to personal branding, right, it sounds like to a lot of people it may not be as straightforward as it is. So what is really personal branding?
Okay, to me, right, the personal branding that I will be sharing later, right, of course, looks matter lah. So to me, like number one, still looks lah, because it's like a prerequisite of whatever you want people to come to you for, I feel. So
But it
that's why
doesn't mean that you have to be super handsome and pretty like you, right?
yeah, it doesn't have to be. That's why it's personal branding, because there's only
It's
one
the
of you,
look,
ma.
you want
Yeah,
to look
looks is
pleasant.
just part of it, but how you portray it, how you become likable, or how you become seen and heard, right? Like this is what I advocate for, being seen and heard, right? Before people wants to come to you for you to sell them whatever you want to sell lah, or basically, or for you to impact their lives around them or whatever. If not otherwise, why should they? Because it's like there's so many things outside in the world, and like technically everybody is like swarmed with online this, online that, e-commerce, Shopee, Taobao, everything. So this is like the prerequisite of how and why people should come to you.
Yeah. So because whatever it is, right, like what Balkis has shared with us earlier, she said it's not about B2C or B2B, it's about C2C, H to H, human to human.
Yes,
H to H.
I also think this is super important.
Yeah. So okay. Now, guys, if you guys have any questions, put it this way, Gerra, if you don't feel that you look good, don't worry, right? It's not about really like pretty and handsome. It's about how do you look professional? How do you package yourself? How do you do all this? Okay. But at the end of the day, Gerra, we want to learn from you. What is all this that you have in store for us? So are you ready? I'll bring up the slide, all right?
Okay, can.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so hello everyone. Thank you for having me, Jason. So let me just explain, right, why we need personal branding. As I've mentioned before, right, we always forget, right, that what you want to sell, you need to give others a reason, the big why they want to buy from you. Okay. And if you're in some form of business, right, and if you're selling anything like either products or services, right, you definitely will know that these things, right, are not new. You're not like, you did not create something out of scratch, or like, you did not go and get a scientist to create a new thing for you. So it is not technically anything new. Then I want you to know that the competition is really, really very, very high now. And not only in your products, but in also like how do you grab attention, because everybody is competing for attention right now. And I also want to highlight that everybody is competing for attention, right? Even the non-humans. The non-humans, I don't mean ghosts, but excuse me, but your cats, your dog videos, because let's face it, everybody finds those videos super entertaining. So, and in my slides later on, I will share with you how do you compete with all your competition, right? To actually get the attention first for people to notice you before you can start sharing how good you really are, okay? So my name is Gerra and I'm an attraction strategist. I kind of label it myself like that because I believe attraction is really, really important. And then like if you're struggling with marketing your business, right, you want to pay attention because I will be sharing on how you can kick-ass your personal brand and bring it from low to high visibility. So if you are entrepreneur or business owner, you want to know that many aspects have to be considered to make your business really, really profitable. So if you are a business owner, you cannot be clueless. You must really pay attention and be very aware of the things happening around you. And if you want to manage it well, okay? So being an entrepreneur myself for like 12 years, I understood that our attraction, or rather the attractor factor, is really, really important when we do business. Okay, it really, really matters. Because if you can't remember anything from today's session, you either rewatch it, but there's only one key thing I want you to remember is that work on your attractor factor, because this is the one that you need. Attention. Attention is the one you want to quickly grab before you can make your business at least a profitable one, okay? So just something to share what I usually do. I work with business women who wants to look polished and beautiful for both medias and functions. So this is like the well-known e-commerce online brand Bonito, the founders, one of the founder, Rachel, and this is Viola. They are really successful founders of the Love Bonito brand. And I also work with business women like who owns Montego Resorts, and also Paige Parker, who is also a key opinion leader, and she's also like author also. And here are some corporate brands that I've worked with. So my expertise in personal branding and marketing, right, women leaders and powerful people, right, never stop improving their own personal brand. Okay, so if you haven't really realized that power starts with yourself. So if you have to start somewhere, you start with yourself, because you are the asset that is the most logical and the most worthy way to invest in, to start with, because there's only one of you. Technically, if you want to compete with so many of your competition, right, I think it's only logical to start with yourselves first, instead of like trying to buy the latest software, or like, trying to learn more difficult things that you have really no idea where to start. So just start with yourself. I think it's the really simplest and the most worthy way to, when you have a strong sense of self-worth, right, and awareness and growth, you will achieve really like a very big breakthrough. So because what's the reason that you need to do this, right? Because you want to grow your business, you want to grow your connections, and you want to grow. Okay, so if you're not growing, you'll probably be like feeling very unfulfilled. There's no meaning in life. So that's the reason why we want to keep growing. And a little bit on my shit story. So before I went into the beauty industry, right, I was actually from the optical retail line, and I started work at the age of 19, straight from the polytechnic. And I was really very naive looking, and I was constantly being judged by other people who are more experienced than me. And like, my boss, right, he keeps bullying me. I have no idea why, because I feel like it's very, very ironic, because he's the one who hired me, right? But thankfully, I have this really nice female colleague. She actually taught me ways on how to deal with irritating bosses and like colleagues who laugh at me. So how she taught me is like, she taught me ways to deal with customers, and also how to change my appearance starting with that, because she was the one who like, coming with all her hair tools, her beauty tools, her makeup things, right? Just to like give herself around 30 minutes way before the shop retail timing starts, right? And then just start to like, do a mini makeover on herself. So the thing is, why do we actually have to do that? Because in order to look more credible, and of course, right, we all like to look at pretty things. We all, get attracted to pretty people. So you don't have to be really beautiful. It's just like a better version of yourself because of all the tools that's available nowadays, right, to help you to do that. Okay, so I had no experience. So that's why I had to appear like I am, so that when I serve my customers, they will actually listen when I start to talk about how great this pair of glasses is, and like, how much they need this. Okay, so because, right, that's where I actually realized, right, when I did this makeover on myself, and then when I serve the customers, right, they kind of pay more attention to me, and I really understood the power of attraction. And I actually feel like, right, as females, right, we have the slightly unfair advantage. Sorry guys, but like, this is the female advantage. I feel like we should really know how to make use of it. So using my newfound attraction skill, I improved my service and my sales, right, and I never stopped learning. So which explains I'm still in business for the past 12 years. And something I would like to share also. Actually, I've been secretly doing online marketing for random people, and of course for my own business lah. But whenever I feel like it, lost, because why secret lah? Ever since 2010, I've been like very immersed in marketing. But why I keep it secret, or why I did not like really bring it out to do it, is because I was happy in my comfort zone. We are always creatures of habit, and we always feel very, very comfortable in our own like expertise and stuff like that, right? So we do not want anything more than we can handle, or like, I still want to enjoy my life a lot. So I was happy to build my own lean and mean business, and I didn't want to take on extra commitments because, when you grow, you have to take care of other people like below you, around you. And I really, really love my freedom a lot. But over the 10 years, right, I have seen a lot of trends and hypes, right, and things that are changing really, really fast, right? But yet many businesses are still like clueless, and they are still struggling to get visibility. And especially now, right now, because of COVID, right, not a lot of y'all know how to get on digital. So now guess what? It's locked in 2.0, and the scary unknown, right, is creeping. If you're in SG, is like kind of version 2.0. And if you're like not sure of how to do it, and you're still hanging on to like your old traditional ways, right, I suggest you really start, paying attention, learning new things on how to kickstart and move your visibility online. And also pay attention, because when you go to the age of anything that's worth doing, right, you definitely will thrive. Okay, so if you are struggling or facing any stagnation and probably lots of tough competition, you pay attention, because I am going to help you stand out among your competitors, and get those precious attention that you need from your audience first before you start to sell them anything, especially if you're selling high ticket items like either services or like products or coaching offers. So what I do is, you just have to amplify all your natural assets. I mean, as in all, as much as you can, and apply it effectively, which I actually have been helping my clients do the same thing all the time, okay, just by focusing on you first. So for today's sharing, there will be one key, two main takeaways. So the main key, right, is to attract using your personal branding, like you as a personal branding, so that you get seen and heard. Okay, so attraction marketing by design. It is very intentional. So unless your unique selling point is ugly, right, it has been proven that we are drawn to pretty faces, good looking guys, good looking females, pretty things, better looking people, taller people, skinnier people. Okay, so this is really scientifically proven. So you don't have to like question or doubt like, why is this happening like that? So in order to increase your visibility, you first have to show up. Just as simple as that. Getting seen. Show your face. I don't know, some of you are a little bit more shy or a little bit more introvert, but maybe we are like super fearful to fail, or get judged by people. But you really need to start showing up, because if you're hiding, there's no way anybody can find you. As Jason always said, right, he says don't be a best kept secret, and like this is exactly what I totally agree. Okay, start showing up so that people can see who you are, and start becoming that shiny person to capture and attract their attention, your audience, so that they can't help but pay you their attention. So only with that attention, right, will then they be able to share your message, your product, or your service for you also at the same time. So about these women, I'm sure you know who they are. They are actually very powerful women speakers and leaders. So you want to earn more, right? I think personal branding is about building relationships. Okay, so if you have the potential, you don't hide it. If you don't have, you try to improve and then you show up. Because we are like, getting more career minded, and we are making our voices heard, especially females, because we still are a little bit more disadvantaged in the world of careers and works and businesses, but it's really getting noticed. So if you are smart enough, and like if you are like a guy that's listening to me right now, I'm not saying that guys are not applicable for this, but like, if you are smart, continue to listen, because there are some golden nuggets here and there. And if you're humble enough, you can also apply these principles. Okay, so we want to have better looking guys around, so we don't want to like only just have beautiful women, but then the guys are neglected. So the guys really can also benefit from using these little tips and tricks. So I feel like what we wear really matters, because the appearance and how we represent ourselves is very, very it gives a perception to how people see us. Okay, so it's about the human to human connection, as what I've just started in the beginning in the introduction. The prospects that you want to serve want to see your face and who they are buying from. Okay, so you must let them connect with you. And if you feel like you don't feel like you are confident enough to show your face, because like maybe there's a pimple on your face, or there's like pigment on your face, right? What you can do is you just try to start looking for things that can improve the condition of your skin, or maybe just learn some new skills to make yourself look more attractive, because there are so many things out there that is at your disposal to improve yourself. So I really find that there's no excuse, only probably you're feeling lazy. So that's the only reason that I can think of. Like I mean, I know because being in your comfort zone is really comfortable and you really don't want to get out of it. Okay, but the key point is, I don't need everyone to like you, because if everyone likes you, right, you're going to be super, super overwhelmed and you're going to be overly busy. So that's the reason why it's okay that some people don't like you, because you can be able to attract the best audience to you, your best customers, your best fans, and then you'll be able to serve them to the best of your ability. Because being the best version of yourself, attracting the people who you want to work with, right, authentically, professionally, right, you're giving your audience the full respect that they need and they want, so then they can decide what action to take. Okay, so if most of them are hating you, right, then something probably is wrong with you. So you probably have to do some serious reflection and improve and refine from there. So the key thing is, you don't have to let everybody like you, but when you show up, it is great, because they can either decide whether they like or they don't like you, and you want them to make the decision and the action you want them to take after that. Okay, so when you become your best version, you feel great about yourself. So this is what I help my clients do, by making them look damn good, right? So that this is the first step to show up, to communicate to your audience. But because it's in a form of visual, right, this is the new way moving forward on how you can communicate with your potential prospects or your audience who are actually following your brand, or around in your network, right? This is the first step to show up. It is really just that easy. Okay, if you have to overhaul, you have to do it. Just do it. Because with all the theories you are like sucking into your brain, right, if you don't take action to do something, right, like physically take action, there's no use, because nothing will change anyway. Okay, so every little detail make up your whole package. You can see the before and the after, the whole shiny package. So when people say, stop chasing shiny things, sorry, I beg to differ. I want you to become the new shiny thing, so that people come chase you. That's why it's called attraction branding. And I don't want you to go and chase people like you're some desperate business person, because it's going to cause you a lot of burnout and like disappointment and a lot of things. So the one key thing you need to do is to prime yourself, so that you are in the best position to attract. So make use of all your resources around you. So many tools, so many props. So if you're like ladies, makeup, bags. If you're a guy, there's always like customized suit, good fitting clothing, and like stuff like even the scent, even making sure your teeth are clean and white is also very, very every little small detail matters. So it's really, really important. Okay, so you don't have to dress up all the time. What I'm saying is like, You can choose, like, when you have an appointment, you at least know how to do it to make yourself look better so that you're primed in the best position to attract. Okay, not be passive and then feel like everybody will love you for who you are. I know like this message is being really overused, but ultimately, let's face it, we say it, right, but that doesn't mean like we will actually be doing it all the time, because this is what human nature is just meant to be like. And it has been scientifically proven that we are like, compare this to this, we go for the better one. And it will also apply the same to you as a person lah. So if you find that you're perfect just the way you are, yes, but there's always room for improvement. Okay, so one great benefit when you pay attention to yourself is it increases your awareness. It is so important because when you see clearly your own values, your passion, right, your importance will impact towards others. Okay, so if you want to start getting seen and heard, right, number 2, the second takeaway is you need to communicate effectively, because the ultimate point of personal branding is first you get seen, after that you get heard, then you get your prospect and your audience to bring them to the place that you want them to go by communicating with them. Communication can be persuasion, can be negotiation, basically it all means the same thing. Okay, so how are you going to do that? Because right now we are all very, very swamped with all the communication and or rather content and all the media and all the entertainment out there. So if you're if you don't admit it, but the truth is we are really stressed, we are distracted, we are drowning, we have short attention spans, and we are really, really bored and over communicated. Okay, so because this is also the reason why fast track of digital and tech, right, this is why this is happening, and everybody is just throwing a lot of things at you, and you want to make sure that you don't get drowned. Whenever you have something to share, make sure you do it effectively, because we consciously keep thinking, right, we are racing, our thoughts are racing a lot times faster, a million times faster in our heads, right? And I believe you are already lost in your head also. I mean, sometimes I am also lost. So that's the reason why you need to be very, very clear on who you are first, be very aware, and then how you can communicate your message, be laser focused to the audience that you want to serve. Okay, so this is the 3-step framework that I can share with you right now to get your message across. Number 1, subconscious. So put it simply, right, the subconscious is what we are is what is ingrained in us, and then followed by our conscious, and then the action we take after that. So the subconscious will be like the desires, the emotions, what I really want, and then what's the value, the logic part of it, and then the tension, which is limited time offer, that kind of tension that you want to create in people so that you can bring them from A to B to C, finally to get to buy the product that you're offering or to buy your service that you're offering to them. So how do you communicate with their emotions? It's simple, but it's not going to be easy. Just to be authentic, here are 4 ways you can share. In other words, stop the dry, boring shit, because we don't want to know how technical these things are, or how great it would be if you do this, because it's so just down to the details. We don't need to know all this. We just need to know how will it benefit me. And sometimes, right, before you can share all these logical, conscious things, right, you need to connect with them subconsciously on an emotional level. They want to know who you are first. So what you can do is you can share your personality, your fun, your vulnerabilities. Yes, then those include your weaknesses, and what are you really, really, really good at. Okay, so I feel like nowadays communication channels plenty. Just pick any platform, as what I believe the other speakers have also shared. Communication channels, you can create conversations, you can create pictures, you can create videos, you can do audio. Okay, so moving forward, audio is going to be a really big thing. Even I'm more of a visual person, but I'm also experimenting with audio here and there. And I feel like you can always use the internet and social media to your fullest advantage, because these are all free. You just have to pick the ones you like, right? And for me, I mainly use Facebook and Instagram, and I'm trying out TikTok actually. So it's just very fun. I just do it in all good fun and humor, right? And then you'll be surprised that once you connect with people, right, good things just come your way, even though you have no intention to sell them anything actually. So if you want to have like attention, just be very clear, simple, authentic, creative. Well, creative is a really big bonus, and interesting. Don't be dry, boring shit. Again, I repeat, don't be dry and boring. I mean, if you find that you are boring, at least you know you're boring. You try different ways to get creative, to get interesting. Okay? Because otherwise, you're going to lose people's attention. Okay, so I want you to be contagious for being fun, because people like to have fun because we are so stressed, and you can't go wrong with fun. Okay, so with that being said, right, social media is not for you to get insecure or like get for you to follow and chase after the followings, the likes and the loves, right? It's for you to like put out what you can offer in a very open and friendly manner, like giving people your value, and then like they will be able to know what you do, and they will come to you ultimately. Okay, so here's a tip, right? So make sure, right, if you are scared, right, what you have to do is you have to plan, you have to prepare, but ultimately you need to take action, because your pictures and your videos, if they are quality, right, you will get noticed as long as you put it out. Okay, you need to plan, you need to strategize, you can post, and then please observe. And that's why the awareness thing is so important, because if you don't pay attention to yourself also, and like what you like, and when you put out, right, you also kind of need to know what the people are responding to you. So if you are lacking in all this awareness and attention, it's really, really time to sit down and be focused and really be very, very intentional. Because every post when you put out, right, when as a business person, right, you need to prime yourself to be the best salesperson that you can be for your own brand and business, because it's your business. No one else cares except for you, right? So you really need to switch on your awareness, and then you have to tune in, and then you see what you can connect with people the best, and that's where you build your true fan base. Okay, so don't overly obsess about your likes, your engagements, and your followers. You just craft the post, do it, and then offer it to people, and then you just move on to the next one. Okay, so visuals, right, I would say it also includes writing. And if you are the expert, right, you can also write articles or like blog posts or captions, which will actually bring a lot of impact if you are not very good with visuals. But writing and visuals or audio videos always come together. You can't really escape from that. So if you are not good at something, I think it's good to like start exploring on ways on how you can improve in all these little things to help you get more visibility. Okay, so to conclude, right, basically leverage your personal asset, and that's your personal branding, which means you as a person. So communication, right, also includes speaking, and if you can let your personality shine, and having your EQ high, please, because I feel like you don't need to use big words, but sometimes when we speak, we need to kind of be logical, and like parts of the whole thing have to fit the context well. So don't go all over the place. Just be very clear, keep it simple. And then it's really, really crucial, right? When you get seen and heard properly, right? You can definitely grow your business and your connections. And you will definitely increase your authority and your presence and your power. Okay, so attention is the new currency. I want you to remember this, because nowadays the money's value is dropping, right? So now your new currency is attention. Then never forget about the human connections and the interactions. Okay, so if you're really, really scared, right, you can always start practicing with your friends or with yourself in front of the mirror. Because before that I was also very scared, but I how do I overcome? I just prepare and I script, and then in no time, right, I can put out my message without feeling insecure, because I feel like it's okay that people don't like me, because I realize you need to respect people's likes and dislikes, the time, and like the boundaries. Don't keep harping on it, and like don't keep chasing them. Sometimes you don't have to have them buy from you this time, because maybe the timing is just wrong, but you just be here when they are ready. They will definitely come to you ultimately one. Okay, so this slide just sums it up. Get seen, get heard, get attention. So attraction by design is an intentional choice. So how do you do it? Action steps. Like for example, if you want to improve your appearance, there's your eyes, your face, your lips, your hair. And then this one, the law of attraction, everything is kind of interlinked. And everything it occurs in an ecosystem. So you don't have to do everything, but every little improvement makes a lot of difference. And I hope like you find the sharing I did today is useful. And right now, I have a gift for you. I mean, if you want, you can download it. Maybe we can put it in the chat comments for this link. Otherwise, you can also choose to join my Facebook group because I share a lot of interesting, entertaining content inside. And I am very, very straightforward. Like, I'm not afraid to share who I like or who I don't like. I mean, I don't name names, but I really share clear messaging in my content. And if you want to learn more, you can feel free to join my group. And then don't worry about the women thing. But if you are women, of course, I would like to connect with you even better. And if you are on Instagram, this one is my work Instagram. You can feel free to join and add me. And with that, right, I hope you have found my sharing useful. And Jason, I'm done with my presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, put our hands together. Wait. I don't want to hide this yet. Guys, you guys have to really go on this link to follow this lady. Yeah, she's crazy good, as you can hear from half an hour without stop. Pop. Look at that, man. Seriously, wow. Check that out. Powerful. So we do have a few questions coming in from here. Let me move this down. And okay, now just to say hi, everyone, because Adrian has been supportive all the way. I have to say hi to Adrian. Hey, hi. And then we have Xander has been with us for a while as well. And of course, we have Sri. Hi. I hope you actually been doing this. And someone say, yes, cannot be lazy. Show up, as much as possible. But I'm not sure, Gerra, am I showing up too much?
So I haven't seen you yet.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the things that I totally agree. So the whole thing, I would actually agree that attraction is a new currency. That's I totally, I believe it's really something that is important. And Andrew say, if you don't love yourself, no one will. That's really, I totally agree with that as well. Because the idea here is this, being attractive doesn't mean that you have to be pretty or handsome. That's what we actually put up at the very beginning. But you need to be able to find, like how Gerra puts it, you need to actually magnify your best assets. When you're able to do that in a very effective and strategic way, you will definitely naturally attract the people in. But another thing that I think Gerra puts it as well, you cannot please everyone. You if you want to make somebody hates you, then so be it. Doesn't matter. Okay? Just like certain people will come and attack Jason that I don't agree with your opinion. Doesn't matter. So why are you here, right? That's kind of thing, right? So you have to have a stand. I think that's a very important thing. And okay, Manfred has put up the link, so you guys can find in the comment over here. So okay, now we have a question over here. What are the best places for ideas on the attention-grabbing content?
Okay, so recently I shared, right, in my group, right, I feel like it's not about the best places for ideas on create attention-grabbing content. It's how you can communicate yourself to become the latest gossip, I feel.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
The latest gossip.
Yeah, because ultimately we are humans, we are screwed, right? So we always love the bad news, the gossip. If let's face it lah, come on, we are fun like that, right? So if you can communicate in the way where you're not afraid to put yourself out there like a gossip, or you even entertain, right? It doesn't matter where you are. Of course, the places right now, right, is very straightforward. Social media, you don't even have to go and dig around to find the best social media, because Facebook, Instagram is already been here, and right now it's TikTok and YouTube lah, of course. Yeah. So I just pick one, and then you communicate yourself like the gossip that you can be.
I would like to add on to that. I think that's a very interesting thought, which is totally true. Because and another angle to look at this is this. In fact, I think the best content is you.
Yeah.
The best content is you.
Kepo, very kepo one. So I know, like, sometimes we are so expert, we keep sharing about the expert things, but I feel like there's also another angle that people want to see. Like, what are you up to when you're not really serious and working? Because we all know when we are serious and working, we are technically selling and we want people to buy from us. But at the same time, we want to know how human you are. What? True. How weird or how scary or how irritating can you be? Some people just like it and then they relate to you. Yeah, you never know. So just show this aspect of you that you're actually hiding. Don't hide, just show. And then you just put yourself out there lah.
True, that's very true. So yeah, I mean, that's a very good tip, right? Basically, thanks for the question. Whoever is that, I couldn't show the name. Right? I mean, I doesn't have it. And Elaine say thank you. Elaine, thanks Gerra for the pleasure to meet you. You guys can connect over here. So let's see what else we have here. Manfred saying latest gossip girl drama,
Yes.
something like
Yeah,
that
I
lah.
know. It's not like you don't dare. You probably don't know how.
Probably he gossip a lot. We don't know lah. So anyway, okay. I mean that's a very good, awesome sharing. And remember, you can always listen back to this because we're gonna keep the recording over here. And guys, if you want to connect with Gerra, please go ahead and follow her on Instagram. And you can definitely learn a great deal from her because she's one of the world best kept secret. Is totally out there to shine already. So you guys have to follow her. And you are also the world's best kept secret. Let's put it this way. And you need to find a way for yourself to shine. So attention marketing. That sounds like our next joint course together, Gerra. So we're going to do this. Okay,
Yes.
if you guys have been following me, you guys have to subscribe to any of my emails, which I believe you're already in, which we probably will do some collaboration coming up together. So, right, I think that's all we have, Gerra. Is there anything else you want to share with the audience at the moment? All good?
I love
Okay.
you all. Hope to connect soon.
Thank you so much. And thank you guys for joining this. And Intan say thank you as well. And somebody say, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am, thanks. Okay, guys, we'll see you in the next one. The next one already started. And this is going to be like a back-to-back kind of shit, right? Crazy. So anyway, thanks, Gerra. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.